Okay, let's discuss the front load washer right here. One of the biggest pros about it is it's stackable. So it's going to take up half the space in your home or apartment, which is really nice actually, especially if you do have a small space. Number two, they're more energy efficient, and yet they somehow spin faster. And what that means is you actually have a more efficient drying cycle, because when they spin faster, it takes more moisture out of your clothing, and therefore you have a lot shorter dry time. Number three, as you can see, it's a big opening. You can hold a lot more clothing in it. So you can shove those big queen size bedspreads in there and towels and that. And a lot of the top load washers have an agitator in the middle, which kind of takes up a lot of the space. Okay, another pro is the fact that the front loads use less water. You'll see that in the drum. It only kind of keeps about a third of the drum full of water at all times, and it spins the clothes through it, versus the top load washer, which fills up the whole drum before the cycles get started. And another thing you'll notice is there's just a lot more settings on these new high efficiency front load washers. So you can really customize your cleaning cycle based on fabric or time. So you're gonna get a lot better clean out of one of these machines. Okay, so let's discuss the cons of the front load washer. Nothing's perfect, as you know. If you don't buy a pedestal, these sit a little lower to the ground. So, some people might have a hard time bending over and pulling the clothes out. Or if you do want to raise it up like this one is, you need to add that extra expense of a pedestal. Also, the high efficiency front load washers nowadays are a little bit more expensive than the top load, and that's just based on new technology. Now, another thing about the front load washing machine is this door here locks once you start your cycle, and very few brands have the option to add clothes once your cycle starts, because if you open that door, water's going to go out over your feet, right? Samsung sells one called the Add Wash, so if that's something that's really important to you to be able to throw that extra pair of socks in, make sure you look for a brand that you can add clothes in. Another issue people have had online is a smell related with the front load washing machines. Apparently soap and water can get stuck in little places, and it creates a mildew smell, which none of us want in our laundry. But we do sell a few brands that have a non-mildew smell, and just make sure you ask your RC Willey salesperson when you're buying, and they'll tell you which ones are good for you.